I think genuinely the one way you can absolutely waste your time right now in this moment where we desperately need people's work is to go and try to work it with the Democratic Party. What up, chat?
Angel on the track.
Yo, fucking did it!
Mic check 1 2. After the 1 3 ACABA. Welcome to the stream. Hit the Fed post with a finger wag. Let her put some respect all up in the chat. My man's bred from the pigs, he was dipping fast. Mobbing through the bushes like he was bar since his dad. Welcome to the stream. We got all the dankest mods and workers too. Pet the judge, that's what we do. Films for guys, that's what we watch. Fuck the cops, we love to talk.
Please forgive me! Forgive me, please! I have something important to show you. Look at this little guy. We pulled him out of the engine block of a Prius in the parking lot of a Staples today. Look at him. Does anybody want a cat? Anybody live in LA and can take care of a cat? This is the kitty. Look at him. Up there in the... He's like... He's up there in the car, dude. Look at him. So we went to Staples. I had to return some shit to Amazon. Okay. And Becca, I go in to return the shit. I come back out and Becca is like out of the car and is like around this Prius. This is not our car. Okay. And I was like, what's going on? And she said, there's a cat. I can hear a kitten meowing underneath the car. So we spent like an hour and a half, if not more, trying to get under this car. We had to put jacks on both sides of the car and like jack it up so that we could get underneath the car and like reach in and like coax him out. It took so fucking long. I felt like I was having like a random occurrence. Yeah, he was under there. She drove with him there for sure. 100%. But you know, like in RuneScape, whenever like, you know, if you're just playing, sometimes you just get like a random thing will happen. You'll get like a guy. Yeah. Like he'll just like grab you, a thing will just like grab you and take you to a random event generator. Exactly. Yeah. Here, let me show it to you again. He got a little milk on his face. Look at the beans. Look at the little beans. He's so adorable, dude. I don't know what to do. Take her. Take her. Please. Look, she got I gave her a full belly so she can grow big. So if you want to adopt a kitten, please reach out. We're trying to find a home for her.
Tyler, you don't know who I am. And in fact, I felt really left out when you made a tweet that shit on YouTube video.
YouTube video essayists who tell you how to think and what to do. Wait, who tell you what to think? Do not travel the world talking to real life people with different perspectives than them. Oh, I haven't seen this tweet. Oh, really? That's so funny that you should say that, Tyler. That's so funny that you should say that. Because that sounds like I'm your perfect fucking enemy, dude. We are nemesises. I'm your fucking perfect enemy. Careful what you ask for, bitch. You know what I mean? Careful what you fucking ask for. You might just get it. They photosynthesize blue light and seed oils into 8 seed oils. Oh my God. I think like the stress of the past 3 days like finally hit me physically today. And so I just have had like a headache and my stomach's been upset. I just have felt like generally like shit. I think it's just like the anger, emotions, the bad vibes like taking me down, making my body suffer. Anybody else feeling that? I am actually scared though. I think that's a fine opinion to like. That's a fine feeling to have. I feel it too. I'm scared. I'm scared too. However, don't let that fear paralyze you. That's the only thing. And we have to be conscious of like the way that our emotions are affecting us and how they're, affecting our behavior, because like we have no time. We have no time to be scared. We have no time to be to doom scroll. Like we gotta work. We gotta get to work. Right now is a moment for us to be humbled. We need humility. We need to look at ourselves. We need to look at our communities. We need to look at the left as a whole. I think we need to have a moment of unity in a big way. A lot of people are still like tapped in and like brain broken by electoral politics. And they're like, oh, well, like, the best thing to do right now is to analyze why the DNC lost, why Kamala lost. We all know why Kamala lost. It's because she's bought and sold by the $1 billion, and most of it being dark money that was funneled into her campaign. Let's all just acknowledge this and move the fuck on and get into organizing. Be useful to a community of people. And that's going to look a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. It's not going to look the same for everybody in the chat at all. You're going to have your role to play. Be flexible and figure out what role you can play. And that requires imagination. That requires meeting people and getting mentored and organizing with other people, right? And figuring out what is needed and shit. I think even if you live in a rural area, do it anyway, because you don't know, right? You don't know. They could be like, oh, actually, I know somebody in that city who can plug you in, and they can introduce you or something like that, Shit's weird. Don't assume anything. You know what I mean? Don't assume that there's not something in your town, even if it's rural.
Second Trump.
I would say still reach out to these orgs, and if you get told no and that they don't have anything for you, then move on. Move on to the next org. And if you get to the end of the orgs and that doesn't exist, well then, goddamn, it sounds like you should start an org. I think genuinely the one way you can absolutely waste your fucking time right now in this moment where we desperately need people's work is to go and try to work it with the Democratic Party. That is a fucking waste of time. Which, by the way, if you guys are in LA, Chris Rell, who also made the voter guide, put this together. It's LA leftist organizations. So if you're in LA and you're looking to join some organizations, whether they be larger socialist organizations or more issue-focused organizations, mutual aid organizations, harm reduction organizations, environmental justice, Palestinian liberation, political education. Dude, this is such a great document. And full of a bunch of really... Wait, I literally didn't know this. I'm finding this out for the first time. Oh my God. I'm literally finding this out for the first time. Films for Gaza is on here, dude. What the fuck? I actually did not even know this. I just noticed this. Films for Gaza is on here. That's fucking sick, dude. Wow, that actually that low key is choking me up a little bit. I'm having a moment about this right now. Wow.
I'm the only person who's running for president who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations.
There it is, transnational gangs. The only time Kamala says trans. I want to kind of put this out here, and I want to be very careful around TOS. Everything you do needs to be according to the law, and talk to a lawyer. Talk to a lawyer about whether or not this action would be according to the law. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. But don't break the law. That's the rules, okay? Koreatown Popular Assembly, shutting down ICE, building popular power. And they basically set up a rapid response network that was thousands of people wide and had dispatchers, and they would, in immigrant communities across Los Angeles, they would put up these flyers. They would put up these flyers that were if you're at risk of being deportation, you know what I mean? ICE is at your door, call us and we'll come and protect you. And they would show up and block Homeland DHS vehicles and like prevent ICE from entering the neighborhood. This is the kind of shit that we need to be preparing for. This is the kind of shit that we need to be imagining our role inside of. This is the kind of shit we need to be building right now. Like right now. We need to be building this shit, right? But yeah, flyers are huge for this, right? Just going into the community and posting it up, and people take pictures of it on their phone, and then they have it whenever, whenever the shit hits the fan. I want these images of DHS and ICE vans being surrounded by protesters, unable to leave, unable to deport. I want you to dream of this. I want you to imagine this. Keeping our revolutionary imagination is critical in this moment. Can you imagine yourself at this? What is the role that you play? Can you imagine yourself organizing something like this? Can you imagine yourself fielding phone calls or doing a dispatcher shift? Where you could get a call at any moment and need to mobilize the people around you. Can you imagine just joining an organization that is doing this? Can you imagine just being on call, getting a text, and going out of your house to protect people? This is what we need to be building. And we need to be building it strong, and we need to be building it safely, protecting our identities and having operation security. This is where our hope needs to come from. Not from the Democratic Party. We'll never get that. We'll never be able to get that. The Democratic Party will never save us. We have some good news, chat. Hold on, let me turn this music down. We have some good news, chat. The kitty is getting adopted. We did it, chat. We found a home. We found a home. We found a home. So the kitty is going to go to Maya Claire. Aww. We reached out. It was a good timing for Maya. Maya's a streamer too, so definitely go follow Maya if you want to keep up to date with the kitten. Maya for sure. We're really, really happy that everything is working out really well. She loves the kitty, as do we. But yes, tonight will be the last night with the kitty. Tonight will be the last night, unfortunately. So I'll have to cuddle her super hard on stream just for y'all. But we're very excited. Maya's going to be such a good mama. Yeah. She came over on yesterday, met her, and we talked through how the process should go and everything. And it's going to be a great little time. I'm really excited that we found somebody finally, Tonight we're going to watch, for the last video, we're going to watch a video we've actually already seen on the channel before, but I liked it so much that I think we should watch it again, especially in this moment. And it's a video about being let down by our leadership, but it's also a video about heartbreak and being heartbroken politically, which I think is something a lot of us can probably identify with right now.
I want to talk about political heartbreak because I'm worried that it isn't taken seriously, and I'm really worried that it's going to be a big obstacle in building a better world in the years to come. Because I believe that sting of betrayal, indeed that constant sting of betrayal, destroys people's ability to imagine that a better world is possible, and it completely saps the energy they might have had to work towards it. In the case of Appalachia in particular, research has shown that the more income inequality in a region, the less civic trust there will be, and the lower voter turnout will be. You and I are...
And this is actually the reason why I wanted to watch this video, right? Because we have to understand that the battle that we are fighting right now in this moment is not only how do we protect the people that are in our communities at risk. That's question number one. How do we tell a story that invigorates the imagination of the American public in a way that they believe that things don't have to be this way, that things can be better in this country, and that's worth fighting for? Creating a new world is a struggle worth engaging in. We're so totally lost on that right now. I mean, yeah, Imperial's right too. We need accountants and anyone who knows shit about finances. We need people willing to drive to get people who need to get out. We need botanists and yeah, we need all of that stuff. It's not just like, breaking a window. Like, there's a lot of things that go into organizing that are boring, like, you know, work that you can do and that you should be doing and helping out. There are many different things that we need to do. This quote, it's a verse from the Bible, James 3:1, but I think about this all the time. I think about this all the time in relation to my role as a community leader on Twitch, to my role as a community leader standing in front of events that I organize. Like, I have to hold myself to a much stricter standard. And I think, like, everybody who's like a leader needs to do this too. And he'll explain this also, but it's because when people when people are let down by leaders, especially in politics, it breaks their heart in a way that they never re-engage. And that's, to me, what was so dangerous about the left getting so deeply involved in electoralism. Because how many people volunteered for Bernie, volunteered for AOC, and then watched them capitulate to the Democratic Party that they were there and were motivated to work with that group so much to fight against? You know what I mean? Like, that causes people to leave the struggle forever.
Do not be the reason somebody else gives up.
No, I love this video. I think it's hyper relevant right now. I think it's just like, it's great. Gonna miss her so much. Chat. Chat, are we sure we want to give her up? Are we sure? Chat. Gonna miss her. She's so sweet and cute. We'll be strong. She'll be safer. She'll be safer away from our rabid doggy. Yeah, we got her a home. She has somebody. Maya Claire's gonna adopt her. Yeah, I'm still sad. He's so sleepy. He said hi. He said bye, chat. Bye. Oops. Bye. Bye, chat. Bye, chat. See you.